What's up everyone, Stumblzz here, and we're back with Farming Simulator 25, and we have grass growing here in September. We have a 50% yield bonus, which is crap. So we're going to do what I believe will improve the yield. It worked in Farming Simulator 22. Now when I did this, I tried to do this at the end of last episode, and it wasn't giving me any bonus whatsoever on the yield. And I don't know if that's because it wasn't fully growing yet. I don't know, but we're gonna find out right now and see if it makes a difference. We don't have crop destruction on, I hope, because that would be a problem. Let's reverse this, get ourselves lined up a little bit better. And let's see if this makes a difference, because if it doesn't, well, that's a whole different ball game. We're gonna have to actually fertilize the field. See, the previous season when you would roll it, it would like flatten it out. The previous in 22, so it did work. So we got 50%, which is what we left it at. We did some liming and so on. And then over here, we've got fertilized at 50% and a yield bonus to 72. So that makes me wonder, do we need to fertilize it as well? Or can we do a second pass? Like, do we do a second pass? And let me actually processing here. So it makes me wonder if we do a fertilizing round. I don't want to waste more money on doing that though, because it hasn't been great, to say the least. We lost a lot of money last episode with that broken piece of equipment, releasing the seeder, buying seed all over again. It was not conducive to good financial decisions. So we're going to try and make some better financial decisions. It is a new month, so I need to go check on the chickens. So what I think we might do is just hire our AI worker here. We should probably start doing our own field work, but yeah. I do like doing the field work. It's just when you're doing kind of the hard mode and stuff and you're trying to multitask, sometimes the best path forward is to do the AI worker. So we're going to make sure we turn on headlands. And let's hire the guy and see what happens. But, hello? Oh, I didn't do it right. We hit OK. Now AI worker. What do you mean no field found? We're sitting on the darn thing. Let me pull forward for you so that you cannot be dumb. Can they not roll? Oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, it looks like we're doing our own field then. Which isn't terrible, but lesson learned. So if you guys are trying to roll your field with an AI worker, that is one thing they cannot do. So we're going to roll this field and we're going to make it happen. See, that actually pressed down the grass over there. So this is still in its early growth stage. So I'm assuming that's why the grass isn't being pressed down, but it's improving the yield and it's improving the fertilization. So then the question becomes, do we go buy some fertilizer and we actually throw some fertilizer on it and see if that will bring us up? I don't feel like fertilizer worked with grass before though. So it's a risky endeavor where we could lose some money, but you know, we've lost money already, so what the heck? Why not go full bore and see if we can lose some more? So there was a comment made by, I'm going to butcher your username, so I am sorry, Jubilant Yogurt. So I'm just going to call you Yogurt if that's okay. And asked what my take was on what the most valuable product was, or product chain in FS25 on hard mode. I like the question. I don't know that I can justify a very good answer yet. And the only reason I say that is because we're still early on, and I want to make sure I give you a good response. So one thing we'll do today is we're going to actually look and see what makes sense around that. Let's look over here. We have very little eggs. Look at this nonsense. We can't see it from here, but we got one little carton of eggs. Well, that's disappointing. Now, we didn't stock up on all 360 chickens, so keep that in mind. We're just going to keep this down because it's easier. So once you have the 360 chickens, though, I'm very confident that the eggs are a good route to go. They produce with minimal effort. All they need is wheat. Now the wheat can go quick, so that part can add up. I do want to just like run some numbers though, just because the analytical side of my brain is curious as to, you know, what really makes the most sense for that. And I just don't know. We're gonna experiment a bit and find out though. There is a unique joy in actually doing your own field work. I'll tell you that much. It's enjoyable. Sometimes it can be annoying, like if you're using a legit plow, which I hate doing. And this is grass, so we're not super perfect on our rolling here. We just want to make sure that we have a good yield coming out. And usually, if I recall correctly, grass is every other season you can harvest it. So if that's still the case, in October we should be able to harvest the rest of our grass. Don't drink and farm in real life. All right, so there you have it. We have our grass with a growth of growing, yield bonus of 72%, and fertilized at 50%. Well, let's check on our chickens here. So again, we have 72 pieces of chickens, or 74 kilograms. And food-wise, we progressed a whole month. We have 40 chickens, and they've only eaten like 134 liters worth of food. So not too bad, right? Their health is 100%, so they should start producing chicklets, little chickies. But let's take a look real quick at the actual finances. We actually don't want finances. Let's go to eggs. So again, from a limited production standpoint, eggs are going to be at a very minimum in April, $795 per liter. Is this per liter? That is actually not super clear. Most everything is per liter. So that's interesting. You look at corn, one of the common ones that you can grow, it's, you know, $500 max per liter. Again, I'm pretty confident these are per liter. So let's look at just overall items and just kind of talk through it. You have barley. You're probably going to produce a lot more barley per acre or hectare, but its sale rate is significantly less, you know, capping at $379. You look at canola, that one's pretty decent. You're at $730. Carrots, kind of a pain to harvest. You need special equipment for it. And oftentimes that's going to lead you to a bunch of pallets. So then you got to deal with the pallets. And I don't believe there's any mods right now that have autoloader for pallets. So you're picking one of those up at a time, or depending on how skilled you are. There is the greenhouses, which is something we should talk about. So greenhouses actually they're kind of a secret gem. In this year, we've got chili peppers, which are within the greenhouses. You've got lettuce, which, if I recall correctly, lettuce is a killer. Yeah. $1,100 per liter, assuming, for lettuce in February. Like, come on. That's insane. Long grain rice. I haven't done long grain rice yet. We will do long grain rice. We will do the rice family. So there is that. Oat, another basic one. Nothing fancy there. Peas is new. Don't know jack all about planting, harvesting peas. That's something we're gonna have to look into. The price is pretty good at a minimum of 978 and a max of 1144. That's pretty solid. Potatoes, I just like growing potatoes. I did that way late into Farming Sim 22, and I just enjoyed growing potatoes for whatever reason. Red beets, probably not worth your time. Rice itself, solid. Like, look at that. I don't know what kind of output they have, but holy cow, that is... Your minimum price is $1,000, but it's got a very narrow, it's got a very narrow gap between the minimum and the maximum. So this chart is very deceptive. Then we have silage, which is what we're going to produce, but we're going to give that to our cows. So silage isn't ideal, but if you're starting out, it's a good path to go because it's simple. You have sorghum, soybeans, spinach. What I think we'll do is, instead of going one by one through these, is we'll start analyzing this. We'll really get into the details of it, because in hard mode, yeah, the prices are more challenging. You have to deal with fluctuations in the market. Your min and max on the prices is going to be a lot different. So we're going to get into all of that, and we're going to also get into some production chains, because that's where you really make the money. But to the point of the question posed by Yogurt, what production chain makes the most sense? So, like, what is the least overhead for the maximum amount of profit? That I don't know, but we can definitely find out. So we're gonna make an effort to find out. But before we get into that and analyzing the prices and finding out what makes the most sense, let's make sure we maximize our yields, and let's buy some. We need solid fertilizer. I guess it doesn't really matter because we got rid of our spreader. So let's look at the store. Oh, deal. Liquid fertilizer. This is only 10 grand, 63% off. We are going to buy this. Well, maybe. Hold on. This is different than I've seen before. It doesn't have like the arms that stick out. How does that work? Is this going to be another bad purchase? I really hope not. We're gonna buy it. It's 10 grand, 67% off. That was probably a really stupid idea. Oh, jeez. And another reason I say it's probably a stupid idea is because we don't have... Actually, never mind. We're good. All right, so let's get some consumables for a yield improvement. We need liquid fertilizer. I'm only going to buy one. I'm apprehensive about buying two. How much does our actual new sprayer hold? Holds 4,000 liters. So let's fill it. It's probably the better choice. Let's actually buy one more of that liquid fertilizer. And let's go pick that up and let's spray our field. I really hope this fertilizer, or this, what is it? The darn sprayer works for our field. It looks significantly different than what I'm usually purchased, because usually you have the arms that extend out and it sprays the field. This looks like it's more for an orchard or something like that. So I don't know. I like how my guy leans. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he leans when he takes those turns sometimes. Oh, there we go. Not the best driving there. We can just do a loop-de. So this is a Mercury 4000. 4000 must be the liters. Just a hunch. And I think this is a new piece of equipment, because I don't recall seeing this in the previous version, but it might have existed. I don't remember. I didn't do a lot of I didn't do poplar. I didn't do grapes or anything like that in Farming Sim 22. Probably should have. But here we are. We're going to try this. And if it doesn't actually increase our fertilization of the field, it very well could be that this sprayer is the wrong kind. So there's that. All right, so we're back at our field. As of right now, I think it'll work, but we will see. We're gonna hire the AI worker to handle this. He's just getting himself lined up, it looks like. This is definitely meant for... Oh boy, this is probably... That was probably a waste of money. Yeah, nothing has changed. No, what is he even doing? Let's turn on sprayer and see if this makes a difference. Yeah, I had a hunch. Should have probably just listened to my hunch. God, for crap's sake. The bad decisions that I make in this game continue to haunt me. We're going to sell, because this is not the type of sprayer that we want. Oh my goodness. And I don't even know if a different sprayer would work, to be quite honest. But what I think we're gonna do is I want to look into getting a greenhouse. The cheapest one is $9 grand, but all it takes is water, and water is free. So there is that. Do we risk it and go for the $18,000 one? Part of me says, yes, I want to. No, let's be conservative. Let's be smart about this. And let's place our greenhouse. We don't own a lot of land right now, so we gotta be tactful in what we're doing here. What is it overlapping with? If you're telling me the water well, then that's a bunch of nonsense. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's where we're gonna put it. We're gonna get some water. And I think what will grow is lettuce. I think lettuce is the most profitable of the different ones that you can get. So I'm curious if this water tower costs money. That's one thing we're going to check, because I don't know if it does. So start filling. Oh, nope, we're not doing that. It sure does cost money. But we're not about that life. We need free. So we're going to the river. Because free is the way we live. Well, I say that even though I'm clearly spending money like it's going out of style. We only have 34 grand left, which is not great. And I need to check on our cows, because our cows need some food, maybe, or water. They might need water. I think this is the most direct path to get our water here. We'll flip around here. Back her on up. You have to really kind of put it in the water, unfortunately, but that's okay. The water effect of the water on the actual trailer and stuff is pretty cool. We got our water, we'll get our lettuce growing, and once we have our lettuce growing, we'll then be able to check on our cows and make sure they've got water so they can start procreating. Make us some more cows. I don't know how many cows our pasture can actually hold. That's something we should probably look into. We're gonna just drive across Grandpa's field here. A little shortcut. We just pull right up here. And dump. That thing holds all of that water? Well, crikey. And let's set up what we're gonna grow. All right, so if we look at what we can grow, garlic grows 720 cycles per month. You've got lettuce at 1,008. Tomatoes are at 1,056. Now the question is, from a prices perspective, tomatoes are not even close in competition. So we will not be growing potatoes. We will be growing lettuce. And we are going to store it because I don't want to lose out on the money. I want to make sure that we capture every bit of profit that we can. So we're going to grow our lettuce here. That didn't stick, I don't think. Activate. There we go. Now we've got lettuce growing. Let's go get some more water. Let's close the door here. All right. Gotta get some more water for our... We'll just kind of flip around here in our grass. No crop destruction makes it a little bit better. We'll just cut across Grandpa's stuff again. He won't mind. I don't even think he has anything planted there. He might, actually. And this should cap off our lettuce. And then from outside the lettuce perspective, we'll then be able to add water to our cows, assuming they need any water. And hopefully their health and their reproduction is up to 100% now, because we could sell the cows for profit. We don't have any dairy cows, so that's semi-problematic because we can't produce milk. We can only produce meat. We don't directly produce meat in this game. You only sell the cows, and then they go to this make-believe butcher. So there's that. Our lettuce is filled up. Now let's go over to our cows real quick. We do know that they have food, so there's that, which is awesome, but it's not the most ideal food, and they had plenty of water, so that's good. Park our water tanker just right here for now, and let's just double check and see how these guys are doing. Boop. I turned it off as we were cruising. Yeah, food is 0 liters. I mean, they're just grazing at the moment. So here are cows again. Food wise, it says they don't have any. What do you call this? This sure looks like food to me. Why are you being difficult, dude? Oh, man. All right. Well, knowing that, we should probably feed them. But the easy thing to do is... Well, I don't know. All right, so here's what we did. We decided that we were going to let the days pass. And now we are in October. Our grass is ready to harvest. Well, ain't that something? Just like I said, it's only at a 72% yield bonus. I think we should cut it just to see, because if we can cut it and start the silage going, then we can start producing more cows. We can get them fed. Well, this is absolutely worthless. They didn't produce any more eggs. That's awesome. How's our... lettuce doing? That's not doing anything. Great. Things are thriving. We do know that we need to mow. The most ideal scenario is to get 2 of these, and you've got one on the front that's like the expandable, and then one on the back. And these are way more expensive than I had thought they were. Yeah, we're gonna lease this. So we're gonna lease the front part, the back one, and I hope we don't find ourselves in a position where we have to take out more of a loan, but it is possible. We might need a windrower. We will very likely need a wrapper. I think this wrapper attaches to the trailer, but it only works on round bales. Round bales, square bales. Okay, so in order to do square bales, we would have to release one of these 2. Great. Great. We could build a bunker silo to do silage, but yeah, it's we're kind of we're too far gone at this point. Let's go pick up our mower and at least do that. Turn on our lights. Boom. Look at that beautiful sight. Should have probably woke up a little bit later so we had more sunlight, but all good. All right, here we are to pick up our mower attachments. So we will get that in on the front. We have a weight on the front, so can't necessarily do that. Is this a permanent weight that's attached to this thing? Are you kidding me? That doesn't look like it comes off. Oh my gosh. The problems just keep mounting. One thing I think we can do is I like the class tractors, by the way. I don't know why. I'm a big fan. Front loader attacher. We need that. We're going to do that. And we're probably going to lease this bad boy for a minute. Yep. There goes some more money. Great. Love it. It's so awesome. How much money did I just continue to throw away? This tractor is so small comparatively. I don't think there's a whole lot of weight issues with the mower, so it should be okay from that perspective. It's so much bigger than this tractor. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, we are attached. We are on our way with mowers that are quite literally bigger than our tractor because we leased a small tractor. It is what it is. We got work to do, and I didn't realize the weight on the front of our John Deere was a permanent fixture. Redonkulous. All right, now what I think we're gonna do is we're probably gonna hire an AI worker for this, because we're gonna need to TED this as well, or not TED it, but windrow it so that we can pick it up with the baler. So we're gonna let him do that, or looks like her do that, and see and how she operates, make sure that she's good to go. We haven't seen the grass mowing take place yet. This is so cool. Yep. So as you can see, why is it so slow? Are you kidding me? Is this tractor not equipped to do this? It's 90 horsepower, 155, manual power shift, 5.3 tons. Let's look at the mower we bought or leased. Our 60 horsepower. Okay, that does it. 120 horsepower for the back. So we're really pushing this tractor to the limit, is what I'm gathering. And the one that we ended up buying only has 90 horsepower. Guys, I have no words. It's gonna take her forever to harvest this thing. Oh my gosh, this is incredibly painful. Oh my gosh. I can't. Just can't. And we have no lettuce. We have a measly amount of eggs. And we have some chicklets. We have little chickies. How many total chickens we got? We have 70. It jumped by 30 chickens in a month. That is freaking awesome. Okay. So even though things suck financially for us, and, you know, cardinal rule that I broke myself, didn't check the specs of the tractor, was trying to be worried about the finances, and ended up getting a tractor that can't handle the mower. And then we have a tractor with a permanent front weight that can't have a front attachment. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, so to save ourselves from blowing through the rest of our $23,000, what's she doing? The gas pedal is on the right. Are you kidding me right now? Go. What is happening right now? Bad choices. Just bad choices. You would think I have never played this game before. At this rate. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. Because I clearly don't know much. All right. We're going to call it there. We're going to get the proper tractor, or I'm going to do it myself in this dinky little thing. We'll get the field mowed because that's going to take me a minute if I do it in this, assuming it'll even do it. And then we'll come back for the next episode. We'll show you the wrapping of the bales. We'll do the baling, and we'll start thinking a little bit better about our future and what we're going to do with our farm and how we're going to grow instead of continuing to dig ourselves in this financial hellhole. If you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time for hopefully a less painful Farming Simulator 25. Thanks again.